Greetings citizens of Sri Lanka. We are Anonymous. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, you have 11 days to leave or expect us. Prime Ministers Mahinda Rajapaksa and Presidents Gotabaya Rajapaksha, whose salaries don't exceed rupees 200,000 a month, have a net worth of $18 billion. Mahinda Rajapaksa net worth $10 billion, making him the richest politician in Sri Lanka. Basil Rajapaksa net worth of $9 billion makes him the second richest politician in Sri Lanka. Gotabaya Rajapaksha $8 billion makes him the third. Nirpama Rajapaksa and Nadizan takes the fourth place respectfully. Children of Rajapaksha's net worth, we will expose you soon. Mahinda Rajapaksa, 76, is the head of the clan and the current Prime Minister. He previously held the post in 2004, and was then president from 2005 to 2015. During his rule, Sri Lanka also moved closer to China, borrowing almost $7 billion for infrastructure projects, many of which turned into white elephants mired in corruption. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, 72, was Mahinda's main lieutenant during his time as head of state, holding the influential post of Secretary to the Defense Ministry with day-to-day control of the armed forces and police. Basil Rajapaksa, 70, is a political strategist who managed the economy under Mahinda and is now ex-finance minister. Chamal Rajapaksa, 79, was Speaker of Parliament when Mahinda was president and is also a former Minister of Shipping and Aviation. He currently holds the irrigation portfolio and is number 2 in the Defence Department under Gotabaya. Namal Rajapaksa, 35, a lawyer, is the scion of the family dynasty and the eldest son of Mahinda, who is thought to be grooming him to be president one day. Mahinda Rajapaksa hid more than $3 billion in Dubai, Ukraine, the United Arab Emirates, and Switzerland as 3 countries uncovered overseas accounts belonging to members of the Rajapaksas. Seychelles, an Indian Ocean archipelago of 115 islands with a population of around 90,000 people, was also harboring assets of Sri Lanka stolen by Rajapaksha. Future new appointed government of Sri Lanka should contact the Seychelles Financial Investigation Unit, FIU, to recover the money back to Sri Lanka. The World Bank, International Monetary Fund and a financial intelligence unit functioning under India's central bank has the data of the Rajapaksas' stolen wealth. It estimates around 700 billion rupees, $5.31 billion. Future new appointed government should recover this to the Sri Lanka people. Maithripala Sirisena, Ranil Wickramasinghe government failed to respond to Seychelles to reclaim the Sri Lankan assets. Seychelles is a signatory member of a number of international conventions dealing primarily with organized crime, as well as being a member of the Egmont Group, the network of financial intelligence units, while also engaging with the Stolen Assets Recovery (SDAR) program of the World Bank in cases of abuses of Seychelles' financial services sector. Rajapaksha's family's means Mahinda and Gotabaya's $18 billion fortune should be brought back to Sri Lanka. Basil Rajapaksa and Nirpama Rajapaksa's fortune should be brought back to Sri Lanka. Here is how Rajapaksas spend. In early 2018, workers in a London warehouse carefully loaded an oil painting of Lakshmi, the Hindu deity of wealth, onto a van bound for Switzerland. The painting, by 19th century Indian master Raja Ravi Varma, depicts the four-armed goddess clad in a red sari with gold ornaments and standing atop a lotus flower. It was one of 31 works of art, altogether worth nearly $1 million, that were being shipped to the Geneva Freeport in Switzerland. That vast, ultra-secure warehouse complex, larger than 20 soccer fields, stores among its many treasures what the BBC once called the greatest art collection no one can see. The owner of Goddess Lakshmi, and the artworks in transit with it, as recorded on the packing slip, was a Samoan-registered shell company with an unremarkable name, Pacific Commodities Limited, but a cache of leaked documents from Asiacity Trust, a Singapore-based financial services provider, indicates that a politically connected Sri Lankan, Thirpaman Nadizan, secretly controls the company and thus is the true owner of the 31 pieces of art. His wife, Nirpama Rajapaksa, is a former member of Sri Lanka's parliament and a scion of the powerful Rajapaksa clan, which has dominated the Indian Ocean island nation's politics for decades. The country was ravaged by a bloody, decades-long civil war. The couple set up anonymous offshore trusts and shell companies to acquire artwork and luxury apartments and to store cash, securities and other assets in secret. As of 2017, Rajapaksa and Nadizan's offshore holdings, which haven't previously been made public, had a value of about $18 million, according to an ICE's analysis of Nadizan Trust's financial statements. The median annual income in Sri Lanka is less than $4,000. The Rajapaksa family controlled up to 70% of the national budget. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, you have 11 days step down. The system has failed you, Sri Lanka. Take to the streets and protests. We will protests from the internet until Rajapaksa's been overthrown. And remember, we are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.